The kick goes into the end zone, and they're not going to bring it out. Bob Meyer, number 20, decides to hang on right there. So the Tigers will take over. First down and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Probably a good move right there. Take that ball in the end zone, get out on the 20, get things settled down, and get ready to roll.
Again across the offensive line for Missouri. Leo Lewis will be the flanker. Kellen Winslow, the tight end. Dave Gunder, Mark Jones, Pete Allard, Stan Lechner, Howard Richards, and Lamont Downer across the front line. The quarterback will be Phil Bradley, number 15. And the running backs will be Gary Ellis and Earl Gant. Bradley is going to fire it up. And he does. To Kellen Winslow, number 83, is tight end complete at the 37-yard line. And that is going to be a gain of 17 and a first down.
Little rollout pass, Steve. Came out the side, came out, rolled out to his right, and hit Winslow down and out. Nice play, great play.
As we said last week, we were expecting Mizzou to run the football, and Mizzou came out passing last week, and they're out passing again this week. Bradley sends his two receivers, split to the left side, and now he splits Kellen Winslow, his tight end, to the right side. Split back in the veer formation. Gives to the first man, the up back, Earl Gant, and he gains about 3 yards. Let's call it second down and 7. I'll tell you one thing, the Missouri Tiger football fans, and this is the home opener of the season, 70,000 strong, and they are fired up today.
I look out here, as I look out over the stands, Steve, and I see 70-some plus thousand fans. I think back, being from Michigan, this got to be the second largest crowd I've ever seen.
Downer goes to the right side. Leo Lewis goes to the left side. Second down and 7. Fake inside. Bradley keeps it, crosses the 40, gets out to the 41-yard line.
Wayne Hamilton made the play right there.
Give him another yard. Let's call it third down and about 7.
Wayne Hamilton, number 94, 6'5", 228-pound junior. His cohort on the left tackle is a 6'5", 245-pound senior named Marty Lyons, number 93. And the nose guard is number 96, Curtis McGriff, 6'5", 257 pounds.
Third down and 5 at the 41.5-yard line. Bradley wants to throw, swings it out, incomplete. He tried to get Gary Ellis, and it was broken up and almost intercepted. So it goes as an incomplete pass. It'll be fourth down and 5, and that's going to bring on Monty Montgomery.
Probably a very good move there that he really did not catch the ball.
Mike Sebastian, number 71 for Alabama, was the man in the backfield, and he almost could have intercepted that football, and had he done that, he'd have been gone.
I think he'd have probably been very, very surprised young man.
22. Monty Montgomery, number 12, will drop back to punt. He did not have a good punting day against Notre Dame, and that is because at one point he got a 1-yard kick away. His average, of course, would have been better than that without that one punt. The rush is on. The kick is away. It's a low kick, end over end. They're going to let it drop, and it's going to get a nice Missouri bounce and falls in. Number 22, and he's got a lot of room to run. Nathan crosses midfield, gets down to the 49-yard line. Eric Wright, number 21, the free safety on the defense from Missouri, stopped him, give him 23 yards, and let's call it first and 10 in Mizzou territory.
Very kind of stopped him there. I think a touchdown, Tony, the head touchdown number 2 for this year.
Ran to the right side, found a hole. Jeff Rutledge, number 11, is the quarterback, and in the wishbone is fullback Steve Whitman, number 45, for identification. Tony Nathan, 22, and Major Ogilvie, a sophomore, number 42. That's Nathan again. And again, he's got room to run, and he takes it down to the 41-yard line before Chris Garlick stopped him.
You know, the one thing about Tony Nathan, his nickname's Touchdown Tony, and last year in 1977, he averaged 6.2 yards per carry. So far, I think he's probably over that right at the moment for his 2 carries so far this year,
Touchdown,
or at least towards Missouri.
Tony Nathan, he led the Southeast Conference in rushing average last year, 642 yards. And he scored 15 touchdowns. It's second down and 4. Long count by Rutledge again to Tony Nathan. And he's taken down just inside the 40 at the 39-yard line by the left side of that defensive line with Billy Bess and Eric Wright.
Across Missouri's front, Steve, we got Kurt Peterson, number 88, from St. Louis Lutheran North, 6'4", 225 at left tackle. You got Steve Hamilton, number 94, St. Louis Central, 6'3", 230. And in the nose guard, you have Mark Velton out of St. Louis Ladue High School. He's 6'1", 230.
Mark has been waiting a long time for a starting job. He finally got it last week. Turned in an exceptional performance. It's 3rd down and 2 for Alabama. Mason, inside, he's got the first down. Ran right at the big guy, Ken Bungarda, and Mark Belton, the nose guard, and he pushed him back just far enough to get the first down. So Alabama immediately starts to roll. Call it first down and 10. 36-yard line for Bama. They send number 4, Chief Hughes, split out to the left side. Everybody is in tight. Wishbone formation. Rutledge, the quarterback, number 11, All-American candidate. Back to pass. He throws to Pugh. Complete. Doug Calabrese was defending on the play, but not before Pugh had picked up yet another Alabama first down.
Calabrese on the tackle from Missouri.
Well, Alabama puts one man out there, and they throw to him, Bob.
Their running game so far looks very good. Alabama's running game looks excellent. They might as well give the pass a look. First completion.
Holton comes in now. It's split in for Alabama. And they send him out to the right side. Still in the wishbone formation. A very effective offense for Bear Bryant for many years. Pitch back to Overbeek. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, Major got outside.
The Major is a sophomore from Birmingham. And the Major has just put Bama on the board 6-0.
I tell you one thing, Alabama's showing some exceptional speed in their backfield.
They have speed and they have just tremendous blocking up front.
You know, it's the one thing is they're not running up the middle. They respect Mizzou's defense up the middle. They're going to the outside. They're running the outside.
Jones will be holding for the point after. Neal will be kicking. Neal, by the way, is the tight end on the team, but he can kick conversions. It's up. Major Ogilvie has just taken Alabama in from the 23-yard line with the first score of the game. The conversion was good, so it's 7-0, and now Bama's going to kick off to the Tigers. Again, it's a deep kick. Again, it's in the end zone, and again, it will not be brought out. That is, without question, Bob, one of the most exceptional defensive kicks you can make.
Well, right now, he's kicking. He's got a pretty good gale behind him. The way the flags are going, he's get that ball up in the air. It's going to go far. It's going to play an effect on field goals. It's going to play an effect throughout the whole game, I think.
They have enclosed the south end of this stadium, but they're still getting quite a breeze coming across the top of the 10,000 new seats, so it is affecting the ball. Missouri takes over. First down and 10 on the 20. The offensive lineup is the same. They split down or out to the right side. The give is inside to Earl Gant. And Gant takes it up to the 25 with a great second effort. Give him 5, call it 2nd and 5.
Great individual effort on that play. That was Gant all by himself struggling for them last couple yards.
Earl Gant and Gary Ellis are the setbacks for Mizzou in the backfield. The quarterback is number 15, Phil Bradley. He's 6 foot even, 170-pound sophomore out of Chicago. They had quite a quarterback battle between about 4 of them at the beginning of this season. And Phil Bradley is the man that came out with the number 1 job. And now they send number 10, Leo Lewis, to the right side. Downer is to the left. They're set up strong right, and Bradley. Pitch back. Gant at the 30 and down at the 31-yard line. That will be a Missouri first down. Give Earl Gant 7 yards on the play.
Tackled by McNeil.
Okay, here we have a replay. Great hit, or great effort by Earl Gant.
That second effort by Gant was exactly what got him the first down. Now Missouri starting to move at the 31. They send Leo Lewis split wide to the left side. Downers to the right side. Twin setbacks in the backfield. Almost a mix-up, and now a pass to Downer, incomplete.
Looked like there was a little confusion in the backfield because there was some real quick penetration.
Somebody got pushed back into the quarterback, Phil Bradley, and that's what almost caused a fumble.
Wayne Hamilton put some great pressure on there, and I tell you what, when you're a quarterback that's 6 foot tall and you got to throw over 3 or 4 guys that all stand 6'5", well, you just saw what's going to happen. He's got to get the ball up in the air and threw it out of bounds.
Second down and 10 at the 31. The center, Pete Allard, 55, has really got his work cut out for him today. He weighs 235, and McGriff, the nose guard, weighs 265. That's Gary Ellis with the football. Give Ellis about 3 yards on the play.
Marty Lyons and Wingo brought him down.
This is a good defensive football team Bear Bryant puts on the field, Bob.
Marty Lyons, number 93, 6'5", 245 pounds. He's a senior. He was first team all SEC last year. That left side of their line is going to be tough to run against.
3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Now they send Lewis wide to the left side. Downer is still split to the right. Bradley's going to put it up under pressure.
Good.
Gets away from one man, incomplete. No flags on the play. Kellen Winslow, the tight end, was down on the ground. It looked like he had been put down on the ground, but there were no flags on the play, so it's going to be 4th and 6.
That's one of those judgment plays that we talked about.
That's one of the close judgment plays.
That's very close. They had a blitz that time, as you saw Bradley had to duck underneath the man and get away, try and get away and complete the pass.
Monty Montgomery, number 12, will come in now to punt for Missouri.
Monty's 26.5 yards average last week, as you said, is not very good. And the thing he's got right now, looking him in the eye, is a strong wind.
Tony Nathan is standing back at his 28-yard line. Montgomery has a nice high kick away. Nathan, calling for the fair catch, takes it at the 39, and that is where Alabama will put it in play, 1st and 10. 9 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first period, and Bama's on the scoreboard with a 23-yard touchdown run by the Major Ogilvie. And when they had the ball that time, they just flat marched right down the field.
Well, they went outside both times. See, they went to their right, to their left. They did not get far. They did not try really up the middle, and they did not get anywhere if they did try up the middle. They're testing our outside ends. They're testing our defensive ends and outside backers.
Rutledge gives to the first man through, and that's Steve Whitman, 45, the fullback. Give Whitman about 2 yards on the play. Call it 2nd down and 8. Again, the offensive alignment for Alabama in the backfield, number 11, the quarterback, All-America candidate, Jeff Rutledge. The fullback is Steve Whitman. Tony Nathan, touchdown Tony, and Major Ogilvie are the setbacks in the wishbone. Remember what this defense did against Notre Dame last week. They did an exceptional job, and they will again have to rise to that same kind of task against the number 1 ranked team in the country. Again, the give is to the up man, Steve Whitman, and this time the defense does a job.
There's my main man, Wendell Ray. Number 90 came in on that play. St. Louis Beaumont, 6'3", 218-pound sophomore. He's got a brilliant future ahead of him.
Keith Pugh, number 4, checks back into the lineup for Alabama. Bolton goes out off to the sideline. It is 3rd down and 6. The ball resting comfortably at the 43-yard line. Missouri's defense ready to toughen. Rutledge back. Under a heavy pressure, gets it away, incomplete. He was going for his fullback, Whitman, but Mark Belton and Chris Garlick came through the line and put heavy pressure on him. So it's an incomplete pass, and Bama's got to kick it away.
Mark Belton, number 57, is only a sophomore. He's 230 pounds out of Ladue High School in St. Louis, Missouri. Breaking second effort, he lost his footing, got up, rolled up, and still put the pressure on the quarterback.
Leo Lewis is back deep awaiting the punt from Woody Humphrey. High end-over-end kick. Lewis calls for a fair catch. He can't see the ball. He got caught up in the sun. Takes an Alabama bounce, and it's down at the 1-yard line.
That's what you call a Crimson Tide bounce, I think.
57-yard punt for Woody Humphrey. We've got Alabama trying to stop Missouri deep in their own territory. That's Gary Ellis, 43, going over top everybody. Give him about 1.5 yards, and let's call it 2nd down and 8. That's a tough position offensively to be in, Bob.
Looked like Barry Krause made a stop on that play, number 77. He's a 6'3", 238 senior.
This is a point where Alabama defensively, I would imagine, can gamble somewhat, can't they?
Right. They've got Missouri in bad field position right now, and they can afford to take a little bit of a chance.
2nd down and 7. Leo Lewis, number 10, split wide to the right side. Everybody else is in tight. The give is to the up man, the fullback, Gary Ellis. He may have gotten 1 yard.
They're going to test, from what I read and what I understand, they're going to test Curtis McGriff, number 96. He's a junior, but he hasn't had a lot of playing time, so they're gonna check him out right away. Right from the looks of things, he's doing a fairly good job. Another 6'5", 257-pound man. That whole front five for Alabama, 6'5", except for the right defensive end. He's just a baby. He's 6'3".
Third down and 6. Again, Leo Lewis is the only man split away from the formation. Give straight ahead. It's not going to be anywhere close to enough for a first down. Earl Gant, the young man from Peoria, Illinois, tried to break at least out far enough to allow Monty Montgomery to get some room to punt the ball.
Murray Legg did a real fine job of coming up and filling on that play. He just came up and filled up the hole. Number 19, he's a 6 foot, 182-pound senior.
So at this point, Monty Montgomery is going to have to kick it away from his end zone. Touchdown, Tony Nathan is standing at the Mizzou 42-yard line, so Alabama is going to get good field position. Remember, Montgomery is kicking into the wind.
Monty needs to get his foot into this one.
End over end kick, low. Nathan is going to try and run it back, and he's taken down from behind. Tremendous defensive play by number 22, Terry Hill, for the Missouri Tigers. So with 5:53 left in the first period, Alabama leads 7-0.
Talk.
Eric Wright, 21, Russ Calabrese, all over there to make the stop, but not before Alabama had rolled to another first down.
Big Ken Bungarda got over there too, Steve. Look at a man 6'6", 260 pounds. That's great offside pursuit.
Tony Nathan has now rushed the ball 5 times for 47 yards.
Finish that lineup. We got Ken Bungarda playing right tackle. It's number 77 from Cardiff, California. He's 6'6", 268-pound senior. And at the right end, you have Wendell Ray, number 90 from St. Louis Beaumont, 6'3", 218-pound sophomore. The two linebackers, Chris Garlick, number 68 from Kansas City Rockhurst, 6'1", 215 senior. The man was named Big 8 Defensive Player of the Week last week for his play against Notre Dame.
Lou Eichner has checked into the backfield for Alabama now. They still run out of the wishbone. One wide receiver out to the left. That's Bolton. Incomplete.
Nice hit.
Tremendous hit by Russ Calabrese, the right side cornerback, on Mr. Bolton, who almost had his hands on the ball.
Russ, a 6'1", 180-pound senior. He wanted to make the man know he was there.
Calabrese was all Big 8 last year. He's a tremendous football player. He had 6 interceptions, and he recovered 4 opponent fumbles all last season. Second down at 10. They send Bruce Bolton out to the left side this time. And they have Rick Neal, number 8, the tight end, lined up on the right side. Rutledge is going to keep now. He's going to pitch it out. And number 21, Eric Wright, came up to make a tremendous stop on number 42, who is the Major Ogilvy.
Eric Wright from East St. Louis Assumption, a 6'2" sophomore, played a real fine job. That Beer offense is tough. It makes you, if that quarterback can get you to commit and then pitch the ball outside, that man is the Major, could have gone a long distance. That's a rough play for a cornerback and those safety people to play.
Tim Travis is now checked in at tight end for Alabama. Bruce Bolton is still in the game.
See Missouri switching their defense over.
And you can see Alabama switching their offense. They sent Ogilvy out to the right side. Tony Nathan takes it down to the 11-yard line. That is going to be another Alabama first down, and it will not be first and goal. They're still outside the 10.
Garlick walking off the field. Looks like he might have hurt his ankle.
Chris Garlick comes out of the game. Eric Berg, number 36. B-E-R-G, Eric Berg from Rolla, Missouri. We saw him, I think, briefly in the Notre Dame game.
Ray Stevenson's in the ball game too. Glen Carbon, Illinois. Went to Edwardsville High School. He's 6'2", 295 pounds. He's in at right defensive end right now.
First and 10 for the Crimson Tide. Now they split their tight end out wide to the right side. Rutledge on a keeper, cuts it inside the 10. Fumble. The official says Alabama's got it.
You can see, you see Rutledge come around that corner and take that ball and wave it around.
Tony Nathan, number 22, is the man who carried and fumbled.
Keep your eye on Rutledge. Takes that ball and holds on to it. They knocked the ball out of his hand. They call the play dead. That's a tough play for those defensive backs to have to come out and play.
with the fumble. It's a gain of 1. Second down and 9. Billy Jackson, 33, is now checked in at fullback. They will still run out of the wishbone. Rutledge still has the ball, cuts it inside the 10, takes it down to the 6-yard line.
On the keeper.
Baumgartner over there, Eric Wright over there.
Well, for the second time in the game now, the Missouri defense has got to rise to the occasion. They did it a number of times against the Irish last week, and now they've got to do it against the Tide. They are down 7-0. Under 3 minutes left in the first period of today's game.
Be able to see if they can do it again.
The official talking to Tony Nathan. You can see them right down at the 10-yard line.
Missouri did such a great job last week against Notre Dame and down in the goal line, inside the 5, inside the 10-yard line. This is going to be a good test to see if they can come back and do it again this week.
Missouri was offside, which is rather interesting because I didn't see any yellow flags go down.
I didn't either. We don't have to.
I guess we don't.
Man down there said there was one on the field.
It is second down and 5, and again, something is wrong, and the officials are coming over to talk about it. Now the clock is going to get started.
A little bit of confusion there in the striped shirts.
Well, it's early in the season.
We're on Missouri's 5-yard line.
Rutledge keeps it. Tremendous defensive play by Missouri. Number 96 was in there for the Tigers, and that's Stevens. And they're making a lot of adjustments defensively, and everybody seems to be rising to the occasion.
Scott Harrell, number 93 from Poplar Bluff, came over. He's the man who really forced that play. Then the rest of his group came in and knocked him down. Kurt Peterson was there also.
So it's third down and 6 now for the Crimson Tide of Alabama. They bring Major Ogilvie off the field, so they're not using it. Tony Nathan is in the backfield. Rutledge, pass, touchdown. Rick Neal, his tight end, was lined up on the right side. Nobody picked him up in the end zone, and Rutledge hit him for the touchdown.
I think Missouri was expecting a run again, and he just kind of filtered through the line. The old tight end, just the tight end delay, just kind of went through. We're going to see if we can pick it up here again. You see Rutledge. You just see the tight end just break through and head out into the flat. Rutledge picked him up, got him for a touchdown.
So with 2:12 left in the first period, the score is now 13-0, and Bama will attempt the extra point. The kick is up. Neal's kick is through. So Bama has now moved out to a 2-touchdown lead in the first period of today's game. And they seem to be, Bob, just running and passing at will.
Well, I think right now that down here Alabama got the ball in good field position after they stopped the Tigers and made a punt down on the about the 10-yard line.
Right.
Got in good field position. Alabama's a team that you can't do things like that. You got to keep them. You got to contain them. They're still running outside. We got to shut down their outside running game. And the defense down here when it was close down here, defense played well. It's just that tight end snuck through and got the touchdown. 14-0 does not a ball game make.
Bob Meyer and Terry Hill are back deep to accept the kickoff. That will be coming from Clark. 14-0 is the score. Alabama has been rolling down the football field. Missouri has shown at times in both drives that Alabama had some very good defensive stands. But as you said, they got caught on that touchdown play.
Right, that tight end just drifted through the line. I really don't think they expected him to pass in that play.
Kick is high, it's deep, it's going into the end zone.
We're going to get a return.
And they're going to bring it out this time.
All right,
across the 10,
go.
the 15, the 20, and down at the 22 goes Terry Hill. So a little bit better than the 20-yard line. That's where the Tigers will be taking over first and 10.
This is what we really need. We need to get a drive going. We need to get some spirit out there. And the only way to do it is to get the ball going.
Let's check Missouri's lineup when they break the huddle. They have still got Kellen Winslow, the tight end, in the game. Lamont Downer comes out to the right side. Leo Lewis, number 10, splits out to the left side. Gary Ellis, 43. Earl Gadd, 23 of the setbacks. behind Bradley, and the give is to the up man through, and that's Gary Ellis. And Ellis takes it out for a gain of about 8 yards. Let's call it second down and 2.
Good hitting play, Gary Ellis and Columbia Hickman.
Gary Ellis is a big back, 6'2", 220 junior.
Gary is a little slow getting up here.
Rich Dansdale, number 33, is checked in now at the fullback position for Missouri. He is 6'4", 230 out of Burlington, Louisiana.
You can see the play stopped on the field. Looks like he might have got the wind knocked off. I don't think it's too serious an injury.
The one thing we don't have this week that we did have last week at Notre Dame is the heat. Tremendously hot last week, and we had 40% chance of showers going into today's game. We saw some sprinkles. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day, but at least it's not as hot as it was.
Gary's leaving the field under his own power, so I think he's all right. He could have just lost the wind. Usually if it's any more of a serious injury, they wouldn't let him just walk off by himself.
So Dansdale has come into the game, and he and Earl Gant will be the setbacks behind Phil Bradley. Bradley was, I think, very impressive in last week's Notre Dame game in running this Missouri offense.
Now, we're going to get it going here. I'm going to feel now that Missouri's going to settle down.
Bradley wants to throw. He fires, and it's intercepted by Murray Legg, number 19. He was going for his tight end, Kellen Winslow, 83. Threw the ball before Winslow saw it, and Murray Legg came up with the pickoff.
Good defensive play. Bradley just loosed the ball before Winslow made his cut.
We were talking about pass patterns last night, Bob, and how far down they're running when they look.
That's right. It's so important that your receivers and your quarterback work well together, and at that time right there was a breakdown. He let that ball go before Winslow did make his cut, and Legg just stepped in their front and grabbed the ball.
So Alabama, again, got good field position. Give straight up the middle to 33, Billy Jackson. Give Jackson 2 yards on the play. Let's call it second down and 8.
Peterson and Hamilton in on the tackle.
In the lineup now for Alabama, and we're going to have to check the sideline to see if something's wrong with Rutledge, because Shealy is in the game at quarterback, number 10. And he was not expected to play. He is an exceptional quarterback, but he has been injured recently. Stedman Shealy still has the football, number 10, down at the 20 and takes it down to the 19-yard line.
The man's got a bad wheel, like they say he does. It's kind of a bad, I'd say it's kind of a shaky play to run myself.
Well, what I want to find out is what is wrong with Jeff Rutledge, and where is he in the lineup? I'm scouting the Alabama sideline, and to this point, I don't see him in the game or in the on the sideline being taken care of. Joe Jones, 24, is also checked into the backfield now for Alabama. So we've got Jones and Billy Jackson and Major Ogilvy in the lineup, and Stedman Shealy, the quarterback, number 10. The give straight up the middle to Joe Jones, 24. And he is going to be very close to a first down. As a matter of fact, from our vantage point, I think he has it.
Looks like he has it. We are going to measure. No, first down.
Bear Bryant is making a lot of adjustments now in his offense. Joe Jones is in the game for Tony Nathan. Billy Jackson is in the game for Steve Whitman at fullback, and Lou Eichner is in the game for Major Ogilvy.
You got a new tackle, new offensive tackle, Eddie McComb, number 72, is in the ballgame also.
And we have a new quarterback in Stedman Shealy. First and 10 for the Tide. The give straight up the middle to Billy Jackson. Give Jackson approximately 3 yards, and let's call it second down and 7. And that is the end of the first period of today's game. Alabama leading 14-0. We'll be back after. You're making my job easy. We're back. We are just about to begin the second quarter of today's game. My name is Steve Bassett, along with former defensive tackle for the St. Louis Football Cardinals, Bob Rowe.
I tell you, Steve, what we've seen first half, I think Alabama, what I've seen, and not trying to sound prejudiced, Alabama looks like the #1 ball club that I've seen right now. They're showing they deserve that ranking at the minute.
Well, they're on top 14-0 over the upset team in the country. Missouri has upset more people the past 10 years than anybody else in the nation. They have upset 9 very powerful football teams when they weren't supposed to beat them. Alabama, 2nd down and 7. The ball is at the Missouri 14-yard line. A lot of changes in Alabama's lineup, as we told you. Shealy gives it straight up the middle that time to Billy Jackson. Jackson gains about 3, and again, I think he's going to be very close to another Alabama first down.
Well, they're calling timeout. Looks like they're going to measure.
$14 to nothing. Alabama is again, and this is the 3rd time, Bob, the 3rd time in the game that they have been able to drive the football pretty much at will.
Well, there's no doubt about it that Alabama right now is overpowering Missouri. It's just a fact. I can't make any excuses for it. Missouri's just going to have to toughen up. They're running outside at will. Now they're starting to test the inside. They're going to have to just toughen it up. We're a little bit, what did you say? We're just a little bit short of a first down?
A little bit short. Give it about 5 inches. In the first quarter, Alabama rolled down the field for 8 first downs, and that is opposed to Missouri's 2. So it has all been Alabama here in this football game up to this point. And now Missouri's defense is going to have to toughen up. 3rd down and just a few inches. They've got the few inches. That's Lou Eichner, number 30. 1st and goal, Alabama at the 7-yard line.
I think they're going to make a major. No?
Not even close.
The man stands there and puts his hand up. You don't argue.
Kurt Peterson, Steve Hamilton, Mark Felton, Ken Bungarter, Wendell Ray, the 5 down linemen, defensive down linemen from Missouri. And those are the guys that are going to have to close it off. I'm sure they're thinking about that last touchdown pass, though.
They're going to be watching the receiver this time.
Dedmon Shealy, number 10, the quarterback.
Takes lift.
Shealy pitches out, right side.
Good defensive play.
Eric Wright, number 21, came up to make the stop on 24, Joe Jones.
It's kind of interesting in that defensive backfield for St. Louis. St. Louis. Oh, reminiscing here a little bit. You got Johnny Poe from East St. Louis, number 9. You got Larry Lauderdale from Cassville, Missouri, 27. You got Eric Wright from East St. Louis, and you got Russ Calabrese from Dalton, Illinois.
2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Dedmon pitches out, and again the defense does the job, just as we saw last week against Notre Dame. Joe Jones tried to do it. Chris Garlick stopped him.
Great play by Chris Garlick. That's hustle. That is hustle. That's also not giving up. That's so important. So important when you're down here with your back to the wall like this. You've heard the expression, you have to suck it up. Well, this is right now, this is where Missouri has to suck it up. Garlick made one heck of a fine play.
3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
They got to score to get a first down.
Rutledge is back in the game at quarterback. Pitch out.
All right. All right. Kurt Peterson, number 88 from St. Louis Lutheran North, 6'4", 225 pounds. He did one heck of a job there.
Tim Travis tried to come around, and Kurt Peterson wouldn't let him get there.
Let me tell you, Missouri seems to play its best when it's down inside its own 10-yard line. That makes it tough.
4th and goal now there at the 8, and they're going to try a field goal. Alan McElroy. Spotted at the 16, a 26-yard attempt. 12 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half. Alabama kicks off, leading 17 to nothing.
Taking on the 5.
Terry Hill, 22, across the 25 after the 27-yard line. Good run back by Terry Hill, so that's where Mizzou takes over 1st and 10.
You can tell it kicking into the wind does too. You notice when he was kicking with the wind behind him, he's putting them 10 yards deep in the end zone. That time the ball only came down to the 5-yard line. So there is quite a breeze blowing out here.
Hill brought it back 22 yards. So now 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They split Lamont Downer and Leo Lewis, both of them out to the left side. Kellen Winslow is lined up as the tight end. James Wilder is in at running back. He's replaced Earl Gant. That goes straight up the middle to Wilder, number 32, and Wilder breaks it out across the 35. 7 yards on the play. Call it second down and 3.
Second down and 3. That was a good play.
This is the time, Bob, when Missouri has got to put together some kind of offensive drive.
Chris Keller just came into the game from Missouri. Jacksonville, Illinois.
Leo Lewis to the left. Lamont Downer, wide receiver to the right. The give is to the first man through, number 32, Wilder again.
He's trucking. Looks like he got his first down.
He got close to it if he didn't get it.
I'm wondering if Coach Powers is now starting to call the plays. You see the...
You want to explain it?
Well, it looks like he's shuffling his offensive line. Well, right now he just sent in number 85 for Missouri.
They're going on.
Mike Owens, and the last play he put Keller in either, and it's not really that hot down in the field. So I think possibly he might be calling some plays.
They sent Mike Owens in, and they were about to line up in the double tight end situation, but they don't need it now. First down for Missouri, trailing 17-0 to the Crimson Tide of Alabama, the number 1 ranked team in the nation.
Winslow is back in the game. Keller's still in the game.
They have one wide receiver. They've got a big front line now, and Lewis is split to the left. Twin setbacks, and everybody else is on the line. That time it's Gant. Young man from Peoria, Illinois, carrying the ball. Give him a big 0. Call it second down and 10.
That little 99, yeah, Knox. I was going to say that little EJ Jr. Knox is the smallest man on the field. 6 foot, 207 pounds.
This is one big defensive front line Alabama puts up.
They've got some horses.
Second down and 10. Long count.
Looks like he might have called an audible.
That time it was James Wilder carrying over the left side.
Scott made the tackle.
Running into, if you will, the weakest part of that Alabama front line. If you can find a weak spot in it, that side is it.
The Bears looks like the Bears making some substitutions all over, both offense and defense, Steve.
I believe that Warren Powers is probably calling plays from the sideline. I think you were right, Bob. They are rotating their guards.
Lechner's back in, and Keller just went out. Third down and about 9.
Downer left. Bradley tucks it away. Now he fires across the middle, complete. And that's going to be a Missouri first down.
All right, Mr. Bradley.
Little Leo Lewis, number 10, came in. Bradley found his seam and hit him for 13 yards and a Mizzou first down.
He wanted to tuck that ball away and run. Then he saw Lewis break free across the center. It was a great play.
First down, Missouri.
One thing you can say about Mr. Bradley this season that may not have been evident last season, he's using his head more. He's thinking and he's waiting and he's looking for open receivers, and he's not just tucking the football away and running with it.
They're trying to move the ball. I think the Coach Powers calling the play.
Bradley again wants to throw. He's got a man open. Completes the Downer on the right side at the 32.
All right, Missouri, let's go.
Gain of 15 yards on the play. Another first down for the Tigers.
I tell you, Lamont took one good hit in the back that time. You can see down on the sideline, he's kind of bent over right now. In fact, Lamont he got the win. You can see him now in the picture. They're working on him. He took a good helmet in the back. That's smart. Another good play by Bradley.
Lamont Downer is now replaced by number 81, Bo Holloway.
Downer made a great effort to catch that ball jumping high in the air.
Give straight up the middle. This time is to James Wilder, and give him about 3. Let's call it second down and 7.
Missouri's on the move a little bit right now. This is the most offense we've seen out of them, I think, so far at the present time.
The Bears going to have to make some adjustments because Warren Powers, and I think you're right, he's calling the plays from the sidelines.
Newman just comes in and Gant goes out. So now we have Newman, Terry Newman, number 7 from Columbia. Hickman, 6 foot, 175-pound junior, reporting into the backfield.
That's Dave Newman. Terry Newman, his defensive back brother, was injured, and he's not starting this game. Pass is complete. Wilder, number 32, has got the ball down to the 11-yard line. Again, Bill Bradley is right on the numbers.
We need that. We need that play. I tell you, I was just telling while we were away for a a break that we haven't heard a lot of action out of the fans. The band, we haven't heard the band. I'd like to hear a little racket.
18 yards on the pass combination. Bradley to Wilder, and again it's another Missouri first down at the 12.
Down on the Bama 12.
Lamont Downer has checked back into the game, so he's okay, and he is split to the left side. Bradley again wants to throw. Now he's going to put it away at the 10. Cuts to the right at the 5 and down at the 4.
All right. I tell you, when you got a double threat quarterback like that, when the man commits himself, the backer, or the defensive halfback, they got to respect a man like that. He can either pass that ball or run it. It's that good old double threat quarterback.
7 yards on the play that time and a super run.
There we go on the replay. Tucks that ball down. Now watch him dodge these tackles. Great individual. Oh, swivel hip.
Bill Bradley's got some moves, right?
Down to the 4-yard line. He wasn't to be denied.
And Alabama doesn't like what Missouri is doing, and they have called a timeout. That's the first timeout used in the game. With that in the first half of this afternoon's game. From Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, it's a beautiful afternoon for football. And so far it has been a beautiful afternoon for Alabama football fans. They lead 17-0, but the Tigers are knocking on the door.
Bradley's asking for quiet.
Bradley thus far has passed for 4 out of 7, 53 yards. Everybody's lined up tight. Gibbs. First man through.
Touchdown, all right, Missouri. Oh, that man pulled his head down.
Oh, Dent. Oh, Dent would not be stopped. He had about 5 Alabama defenders on him, and he's putting up for the score.
He was not beaten out on that one, Steve. That was still that goal line. What a play. That's what we need. We need some enthusiasm.
Now you've got 70,000 people here at the stadium, most of them Missouri Tiger football fans. Jeff Brockhouse comes in to attempt the point after. It's up. It's good, and that is the Tigers' first touchdown of the 1978 football season. There on the scoreboard, 7:42 left in the first half. Alabama leads 17-7. And we saw, Bob, once Missouri started calling the plays to the sideline, tremendous offensive power down the field.
They just marched right on down the field, just like their counterparts had done previously. You know, it's one of the problems of getting, you know, Alabama just marched down the field, scored, and a field goal. You get that far ahead in the first quarter and a half, and you have a tendency to relax, and that's one of the biggest things that can kill you, is to get out there and get a little cocky and a little overconfident. Now we're getting the spirit going in the crowd. We're getting the band. That's what the team needs.
Jeff Brockhouse, the man who just kicked the point after, and the man who kicked that 32-yard field goal to beat Notre Dame, will kick off for Missouri.
He's going to have a good time. Let's see if he can put it down in there, put it right down into the marching band. Put up there in that tuba about up the top.
Up in the tuba.
Up in the tuba.
Okay. The wind's starting to kick up really down on the south end of the football field. That is not the end that they're concerned with, except they're trying to keep the football up on the kicking stand.
See, the football just fell down. They may have to end up putting somebody out there to hold it.
Tony Nathan has gone back deep for Alabama. There's a good look at Mr. Brockhouse.
Okay, let's go. Put it out of the ballpark.
Lou Eichner is back there with him. That was gone.
Oh, he didn't make the tubas. He got the clarinet, so.
What a kick by Jeff Brockhouse into the cheap seat.
You can see the fans right there. There's no.
Now Missouri is at a double advantage. Number one, they have got Alabama backed up at their 20. And number two, if Rutledge wants to throw the football, he has got to throw into what is obviously a stiff wind.
We got Tony Green in at the one end from East St. Louis, number 91. Trying to see if we can see the lineup.
Jeff Rutledge, number 11, is back in at quarterback. Give to the first man through, the fullback, Steve Whitman. Give Whitman about 4 yards. Let's call it 2nd down and 6.
And that last play, I could be wrong, Steve. That last play, it looked like Missouri was lined up in a 43 defense. Should have took a header nose man out and got another linebacker in there.
Don't put anything past Warren Powers. Let's check it out.
They do. They're lined up in a 4-3. Well, either that or they got the nose man shifted over.
Looks like they may have shifted to the strong side. Rutledge is going down. 94, Steve Hamilton broke into the line to get Rutledge behind the line of scrimmage. So that's a loss of about 3. Let's call it 3rd down and 9.
What they've done, they moved Belton over, and they moved Bungard out over the end, and they stood Ray up. And your linebackers shift over to the weak side.
3rd down and 9.
You can see Ray's right out of the picture right now. You can't even see him.
Rutledge drops back. He's going to fire. He's got Bolton complete.
Good pass. We're going to have to get some rush on him.
That will be another Alabama 1st down. 6:25 left in the first half of the game. And Rutledge did a good job that time throwing into a stiff wind, and he had to throw it a good 10, 12 yards.
That's one thing on the on quarterback when you're throwing into the wind like that. The wind has a tendency to take it away from you. Ray leaves the ball game, and Stevens comes in. Ray Stevens, number 96 from Glen Carbon, Illinois, comes into the ball game.
Alabama sends Bolton split out to the right side. Rutledge back. He's being chased. He's going to the right.
All right. Hello.
Who do you want to credit?
Garlic, Belton. I tell you, they both are in there. Chris Garlic, I think Chris Garlic was the one who made the first contact. Kansas City Rockers, Big 8 Defensive Player of the Week last week.
Rutledge loses 8 yards on the play, so it is 2nd down and 17. The ball spotted just inside the Alabama 30-yard line.
You can see what a touchdown can do for you.
Major Ogilvie, 42, splits out to the right side. They are now in the I formation. Gives the touchdown, Tony Nathan, and takes the touchdown.
Great defensive play, number 96, Ray Stevens. He was not to be denied, was he? 6'2", 195. That's just a young sophomore.
Loss of a yard on the play.
Come on, fans, let's go. We're behind them. Let's go.
3rd down and 18. Bolton comes out of the game.
Lauderdale goes out.
3rd down and 18. They split Ogilvie to the right side. They have Keith Pugh split to the left side. I formation. Touchdown, Tony is back.
Okay, here we go.
Rutledge fires. Incomplete. Somebody hit the ball, but there's a flag down.
Got a flag down. Looks like the ball was deflected. Deflected, number 93, Scott Harrell. See what happens.
Could be a
holding against Alabama.
Against Alabama. At that point, you got to decline it.
I would say we'll decline that one.
Holding against Alabama, they've already declined it because number 10, Leo Lewis, is already dropping back in deep punt formation.
Hey, Missouri's defense, Steve, is one word, outstanding so far.
The people of the state of Missouri should be very proud of this football program they have at this school, because Warren Powers has come in his first year after a disastrous season last year, and he has beaten Notre Dame. He has put together an exceptional football team that, as he said, can play with anybody in the country.
Right now, they're doing a good job of showing it.
Humphrey to kick it away. High spiral kick into the wind, driving Lewis back to his 28, fumble, and he just dies on the ball.
Smart play, very smart play. No sense being a hero.
4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first half. Alabama leads 17-7. That was a 44-yard kick. We will be back.
Missouri's running back, Steve, as they get that ball, they put their head down, they get 1 yard, 2 yards, they get hit, they tuck it in and just bull ahead. Get themselves another 2 or 3 yards. Again, the plays, you can see the plays are being called from the sideline. Keller goes out.
Downer goes out to the right side. Leo Lewis comes up on the left side. Wilder is now in the backfield. Split backfield, and here go the Missouri fans. Bradley turns. Keeps it himself across the 30. Across the 50.
All right, Mr. Taylor. All right. Woo! It's only 70 yards.
70 yards run from scrimmage for the quarterback, Bill Bradley.
Holy mackerel. The fans are, you can justifiably guess, the fans are going crazy. So are we. Oh, I tell you what. 17-0. What'd we say? We said 17.
Rushing play from scrimmage by a Missouri football player. It's not. Back in 1954, Dick Berger did it against Maryland. That was 90 yards from scrimmage.
All right, Jeff, let's put it. We missed the tuba. Oops, there goes the ball again. We got the clarinets last time. Let's go after the flutes.
17-13. We've got a football game.
It's called being pumped up. Put it away. Put it away, Jeff.
That's going to be returnable. Nathan takes it out of bounds. It started out returnable. The wind got it, blew it into the end zone. So, Alabama takes over with just under 4 minutes left in the first half of the game. And after moving out to a 17-0 lead, Missouri has jumped back with 13 quick points.
Let's see if we got the same lineup in here. Yeah, we got Peterson at the one end, 88. We got Hamilton at the tackle. Felton at nose man. Suda in at the other tackle. And
Alabama offensively is the same with Rutledge at quarterback, Nathan Whitman and Ogilvie the running back.
they made some defensive adjustments. It looked pretty good.
It goes down under the pressure.
Tell you, Steve Hamilton is in there again. Steve Hamilton and Bungardus. This defense is pumped up.
Jeff Rutledge has now lost 11 yards in being sacked. A lot of credit, because he's not a bad runner, a lot of credit to that Missouri defense.
Hamilton from St. Louis Central, Steve. He's 6'3", 230-pound senior. Bungardus is guarded by the Sea California, 6'6". That's some hustle for a 6'6" man. Come all the way across the field.
Second down and 12. Rutledge again is going to throw, this time to Neal.
Intercepted! Intercepted! Can change. 30-yard pass interception for a Missouri touchdown. All right, let's go.
And he read it all the way. Neal was out there. Calabrese read it, stepped in front of Neal at the 30 and took it home.
That wind held that ball up just a little bit, just long enough for Calabrese to get over. I thought it was going to be a completed pass.
Brockhouse will again attempt the point after. Missouri now leads 19-17. Going to try and make it 20. The kick.
Good. All right. 20-17.
2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half, and Missouri has come back with 20 straight points.
How things do change around.
Somebody knocked my water down.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, the Bears threw substitute.
The Bear might go out on the field and start playing a little football himself at this point.
Well, I tell you, he's had a lot of success in his coaching career.
Upset-minded Missouri.
You better believe it. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Jeff. You let me down last time. You only got it out of the end zone. You didn't hit any man in your band.
Brockhouse will kick off. Touchdown, Tony Nathan. Number 22 is deep.
I don't think there's a person sitting down in the entire stand.
30, Lou Eichner is deep. Here comes Brockhouse. The kick is up. That one's not going to be returned either.
Out of the end zone.
Or when it starts going right, it really goes right, doesn't it?
When it rains, it pours. Let's hope we have a flood. What a kick, the sign says. What a kick. All right.
2:55 left in the first half.
That's a beautiful new scoreboard down on the far end of the field that the Tigers have up there.
This is a tremendous athletic facility here. We're looking across at the Hearns multipurpose building. That's where the basketball team plays. Beautiful facility. Bumbo! Rutledge has got it back. Alabama comes out with Rutledge at quarterback. Tony Nathan, Billy Jackson, and Major Ogilvie are the setbacks. Bruce Bolton and Rick Neal are the wide receivers and tight ends, respectively.
Kurt Peterson was there to make sure Bradley didn't go anywhere.
Second down and 12, a loss of 2 to Rutledge. He has now lost 13 yards.
You can see Missouri make some adjustments in their defensive line. I think it's doing a whale of a job of shutting down Alabama's running game.
Rutledge with the ball at the 20. There's a flag down at the 12-yard line.
Got a flag.
Rutledge gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's all. But there is a flag on the play.
You know, there's two things right now that make me wonder what might not be part of the success of Missouri, just other than great individual, team play, is that Coach Powers is calling the offensive plays, and you watch the defensive line of Missouri and the linebackers, they're shifting around. They're not staying in that stationary 52 defense. They're playing a 4-3. They're standing up one linebacker. They'll shift the other way, stand the other one up. The linebackers are hopping around. It's got to be giving Rutledge some problems, and from the looks of things, it's doing a good job.
You saw the referee, Bill Jennings, call offside on the Missouri Tigers. So they move the ball back 5 yards. It is second down and 7 now. Rutledge, Jackson, Nathan, and Ogilvie in the backfield for Alabama. Give to the second man through across the 30.
Get up.
That's Tony Nathan at the 40-yard line. Nathan goes down at the 44-yard line of Missouri. That was a tremendous individual effort by Touchdown Tony.
Another great effort by Velt. Velt did not quit, number 57 from St. Louis Ladue High School. Came all the way downfield and fancy footwork by Tony. Got by everybody else. Velt finally made the stop.
34 yards by Touchdown Tony Nathan. That gives Alabama a 1st and 10 now. Nathan, by the way, has rushed the ball 8 times for a total of 90 yards so far in the game, and we're still in the first half. Rutledge wants to throw. Rutledge fires.
Almost
Johnny Poe.
Almost.
Johnny Poe almost had it.
Johnny Poe from East St. Louis Lincoln, 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. That's what's impressive. Is a lot of these kids are just sophomores and juniors. Got a great future here at Missouri.
Remember, the one thing Alabama's doing is throwing the football dead into the wind. Missouri's going to have to do that if the wind continues in the third period.
You can definitely see that wind holds that ball up in the air just a little bit longer than those quarterbacks would like to see it.
We're under 2 minutes in the first half. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining, and Alabama leads, Missouri leads 20-17. I apologize.
That's all right. We'll forgive you.
Alabama jumped out to a 17-0 lead, and the Tigers came back with 20 in a row.
Second down and 10.
Again, Rutledge wants to throw. He's going into the wind.
Going deep.
Going for the bomb. That is intercepted by Eric Wright.
Right.
His knee was down, so that's where Missouri's going to take over. But Eric Wright came in again, stepped in front of the receiver. That's 2 interceptions now for the Tigers.
Scott Harrell, number 93 from Missouri, from Poplar Bluff, had some great pass rush that time. Did Dalton. I tell you, there you go again, the Missouri defense. Now let's go.
Jeff Rutledge is shaking his head down there. He had thrown 96 consecutive passes before he was intercepted. He has now been intercepted twice. Remember, it happened against Nebraska 5 times in that game.
That does kind of break that record, doesn't it?
That breaks the record. That kind of takes the record, tosses it in the can. 1.5 minutes to go. That's Gant. Oh, Gant cuts outside at the 14-yard line. 7 yards, second down and 3 as the clock continues to run. 1 minute, 19 seconds left to go in the first half.
I'll tell you what, We move downfield, we can get a field goal, another score. What the heck?
Gant comes out of the game, and Wilder checks in for him, and now the official is going to call a timeout.
Keller leaves the ball game, and Lechner comes in. Here we go on replay.
We have an official timeout, and we don't know what it's for. And now they're going to crank the clock back up as it continues to count through 1 minute 7 seconds. Leo Lewis splits out to the left side. Everybody else is in tight. Second down and 3. The give straight up the middle.
Great move.
And across the 30-yard line.
Boy.
Earl Gant just continues to pile. He got 16 yards on that pop.
You see what I'm talking about? They put their head down, tuck that ball away. They get hit once, they get hit twice, and they just keep going. Right now, Bradley just called a timeout for Missouri.
51 seconds left in the first half, and it looks like Missouri, since they now have good field position, would like to try and move the ball a little bit farther and possibly get 3 more.
You know, it's played like Jan, a senior. You know, Coach Powers and his coaching staff have said over and over again how much being a winner depends so much on senior leadership. And you're seeing it out here now with fellas like Gant, with Lamont Downer, and with Leo Lewis. I tell you, I'm impressed.
You can't be
I'm very
anything.
impressed.
You can't be anything but impressed with this Missouri football team. Warren Powers came in here from Washington State, where he had an exceptional season last year. But he wanted this job so bad, he paid them back $55,000 of his contract commitment so that he could leave that coaching job and come into Missouri.
Right now, Steve, we got Wayne Washington playing, number 75, playing left tackle for Mizzou.
Lamont Downer and Leo Lewis split to the left side. Kellen Winslow split to the right side. They want some yardage. Give is straight up the middle.
Newman carrying the ball.
Newman got about 3 yards on the play. They just announced the official attendance at 73,635 today.
That's got to be an all-time record.
Second down and 8. Bradley fires. Complete and out of bounds. That will stop the clock with 30 seconds left in the first half.
Leo Lewis took that ball on the down and out. They can take that ball down the sideline, stop that clock, save their timeouts.
Well, they have got 2 timeouts left.
Gant just comes back in the ball game. Newman heads to the sideline.
Dave Newman at 6 foot 175. He is a little guy, but he's got all the heart in the world. He is really a good football player.
We got 30 seconds in this half.
And third down and 5. Downer and Lewis split to the left side. Bradley keeps it. He's going down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of a yard. That will be...
They just might let the clock run out.
19 seconds left now in the first half. And I think both teams are going to be content to let it roll and let it run out.
All right. They don't even have to punt. They can just head to the sideline. Just go on in.
And I'm sure Bear Bryant will be satisfied with that also. That is the end of the first half of this afternoon. Bradley has accounted total offense-wise for 142 yards just himself. I guess we can say again, Bob, that for the second week in a row we're impressed with Bradley, but maybe we shouldn't be impressed because this is the way he plays football.
This may be Mr. Bradley. This may be the Bradley that's come to the surface.
Well, as we told you, he's only a sophomore, so the fact that he may not be calling his plays on the field is probably indefinitely to his advantage, not to his disadvantage, because it does give him time to concentrate on other things on the field and let the coach, who has been around football a lot longer than he has, worry about the offense.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. Most of your professional teams, or at least a lot of your professional teams, count on the coaches to call the plays. And even though they don't substitute ball players like Coach Powers is doing, they'll have hand signals just like your baseball coaches that'll call certain plays. So to me, if I was a quarterback, that'd be great.
Jeff Brockhouse will do the kicking from his own 40.
Put it into the end zone, Jeff.
Tony Nathan and Bolton are deep, in the end zone deep. One thing that has happened in the second half is the fact that Missouri will have the wind to their back here in the third quarter. Alabama will get the wind back to their back in the fourth quarter, so they will have that kind of an advantage late in the game. Here comes Knockout. They've got to do something with it.
Coming up the sideline.
That's Eichner, number 30. Eichner across the 15 and down at the 16-yard line. 13-yard return for Lou Eichner, so that's where Bama's going to put it in play. First and 10. In case you're just joining us, my name is Steve Bassett, along with Bob Rowe, who used to be, and probably still could be if he wanted to continue playing, defensive tackle with the St. Louis Football Cardinals. The Tigers are on top, surprisingly enough, 20-17 over the top-ranked team in the country. Jeff Rutledge is now in the backfield. They have broken the wishbone. They are running out of the eye. Pitch back to Ogilvie, 42, across the 20, run out of bounds at the 24 by Johnny Poe, number 9.
Johnny Poe. You can watch the front alignment again of the defense for Missouri. You can see they're not in that nose guard position. They're still shifting one way or the other, keeping the one defensive end standing them up depending on the formation.
It's interesting to note, and I would have to think that because of the lack of success Rutledge has had throwing the ball against the wind, this third period will be kept on the ground as much as possible. Second down and 4. Pitch back this time, and they go down at the 25-yard line.
Let me give you a quick alignment across the front for Missouri. You got 88, Kurt Peterson. Number 94, Steve Hamilton. Mark Velton over the nose. You got Ron Suda is in there, as is Ken Mungarda.
Third down and a yard for the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Bolton comes out to the right side. Everybody else is lined up tight. They are back to the wishbone. The give, and they've stopped him. Alabama did not make a first down on that play. Tony Nathan, 22, ran the football. But again, it was that Missouri defense that rose to the occasion and stopped them.
Okay, right now, Missouri's only playing the 3 defensive backs. They've got Peterson, Hamilton, Belton, Bungarda, Ray, and Suda all in there on the front. And Ray's standing up playing as an outside linebacker. They only got 3 defensive backs in there.
Do you feel that the reason for that is because they do feel that Alabama will not try and throw that much?
Well, I think they're, where Alabama's picked up their most yardage is on the running game to the outside. So they want to get that strength. They want to get some of that strength to the outside and shut down that running game.
You saw it. The defense held, so Bama's got to kick it away. Leo Lewis, number 10, is standing back at his own 36-yard line. Humphrey will kick it away.
He's kicking into the wind, too.
Yes,
so
he is.
He may not just average that 40. I thought something funny that we read about Bear Bryant. Humphrey averaged 41.6 yards and a kick last against Nebraska. And Bear said that's not good enough. We got to have 42.
The kick is up. It's high. It's into the wind.
Very nice kick.
Fair catch called for by Lewis at the 26-yard line. So that's where Mizzou's going to put it in play. 13:51 left in the game.
Did you ever? I haven't seen an individual effort like this.
Earl Gant picked up 18 yards on the play. Another Missouri first down. In case you're interested in how far Humphrey's punt was, in the wind, it went 48 yards. Now that is a kick.
Watch this. You don't coach this kind of. This is just natural athletic ability. Good forearm into the face mask. That kind of smarts. That's good individual effort.
Ellis and Gant are the setbacks. Downer and Lewis split to the left. That's Ellis. Bangs away across the 45 and after the 47, maybe 48-yard line. Let's give him 3 yards and call it second down and 7.
Cross is in on the tackle. Looks like Alabama's getting a little excited.
The one thing that is rather interesting, and that is that the offensive line for Missouri is doing a heck of a job against the defensive line that does outweigh them.
Lechner's back in the ball game. Keller takes the sidelines. Again, looks like Coach Powers is still calling the plays.
Downer split far to the right side. Bradley, pitch out to Gant. Gant at the 45, still on his feet to the 47-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 2 yards to go. Now number 7, Dave Newman, comes into the lineup, replacing Gant. They're going to give Gant a rest. Ellis is also going out. Lamont Downer is going out. So they will go with a double tight end situation.
Mike Owens in the ball game.
Mike Owens and Kellen Winslow.
Mike Owens, 6'5", 220 from Mount Vernon.
They do send Leo Lewis split to the left, but they're going to take it up the middle, and they did not get the first down.
I don't believe it.
They had 2 yards to go, and it looks like they got maybe 1, if that.
They had to punt the ball away. I tell you what, when you got 4 guys that are 6'5" and over standing there, that's tough. That's like the Berlin Wall.
Monty Montgomery, number 12, will kick it away. Touchdown, Tony Nathan stands back at his 13-yard line for Alabama. The rush looks like it's going to be on.
Everybody in the world looks like they're coming. Hello.
High snap, the kick, blocked. Alabama picks it up. Alabama will score.
Touchdown, Alabama. Block that kick, block the punt. Everybody and their brother was coming that time.
Alabama put 10 men up on the line of scrimmage. They came rushing in. The snap was high. So Monty Montgomery had to take a second to get down and kick it away.
I really don't know who blocked it, although it was blocked.
Looked like Gilliland. Yes, it was. E.J. Jr. blocked it. Gilliland picked it up and ran it in for the score. So now it's Bama 23, the Tigers 20, and they will attempt the point after.
You're seeing all different ways of scoring, that's for sure.
Roger Chapman tries the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. 11 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third period, and Bama has moved back out on front. 24, and Meyer, deep, waiting for the kick from Clark. It's going to be returned. Terry Hill out across the 15. He got it out to about the 17-yard line. That's where the Tigers put it in play, 1st and 10. That is a tough break for the Missouri Tigers. Blocking a kick is one thing, but picking it up and running it in and not giving the defense an opportunity to stop it is another.
Now, you could tell when they lined up, Steve, that they were coming. They had 10 men on the line. I'm surprised they didn't have the 11th one on the line the way they looked like it.
As soon as they break the huddle, we'll check the lineup in the game for you. Downer comes out to the left side. Leo Lewis goes to the right side. It is Gant and Ellis in the backfield. Bradley, the quarterback. Bradley turns. He's going to keep it, gets it up to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards. Let's call it 2nd down and 7.
Sebastian McGriff were in on the tackle. Big Mike Sebastian, 6'5", 224 senior. Curtis McGriff, 6'5", 257. Just a couple little lads.
You can see the Tigers switching their guards, and they continue to do that and bring plays in from Warren Powers on the sideline.
Lechner and Keller are swapping every time.
Now Downer and Lewis come out to the left side, and they have got Kellen Winslow, the tight end, lined up on the right. 2nd down, 6.5 to go. Bradley wants to throw. He's got the wind behind him. Fires to his tight end. Complete to Winslow, and he takes it to the 22.
Looks like he might have fought for a 1st down.
He may have stretched that big body of his across to the 1st down yardage. Winslow is 6'6", and he may have taken that right into the 1st down.
6'6", 235-pound senior from East St. Louis, Illinois. That's a pretty good size tight end.
They got it, and that was an exceptional effort. Winslow knew exactly where he was on the football field.
Keller goes out. Lechner comes back into another play from Coach Powers.
Downer and Lewis come out to the left side of the offensive formation. Gant and Ellis are still your setbacks, and that's Gant. Across the 30, after the 32.
About 5 yards.
2nd down and 5 coming. 24-20, Bama leads. They just got back in the lead on a blocked punt by E.J. Jr., and Ricky Gilliland took it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Alabama's front 5 is doing a good job. It's just that you're getting some great individual effort out of Missouri running backs. They're hitting them on the first hit, but the backs just aren't giving up.
Now they split their receivers. Lewis is to the left, Downer is to the right. Bradley is going to put it up. Bradley throws to tight end Winslow.
Oh, brother. Way to go.
Kellen Winslow took it from Bill Bradley.
A little slow getting up there.
He's a big guy. It takes him a while.
He's going out of the game.
25 yards for the Missouri Tigers, and they continue their drive down the
Watch
field.
Bradley roll out. There's a pass. Winslow across the center, coming down across the center. Makes a pretty good hit right here, right on the hip.
Mike Owens, number
Beautiful
85,
reception.
has now checked in as the tight end. Downer comes to the left. Lewis, the flankers, to the right side. Gant and Ellis continue to be your setbacks in the Beer offense. Gant stops at the line of scrimmage.
They had that play diagnosed.
Gant hit the line and saw he had no place to go. McGriff came in to make the stop. Let's give him nothing and call it second down and 10. The clock continues to count. 9 minutes left in the third period. And in the third period, while Missouri still has the wind at their back, it would certainly be advantageous to them to try and put some more points on the board.
Second down and 10. No game.
Bradley is connected on 7 out of 11 passes, 101 yards thus far in the game. Bradley spins, pitches out to Gant. Gant has got speed around the outside. Good defensive play on the left side of that Alabama line.
Good pursuit all the way down the line.
Again, they stopped the play at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be third down and 10 now.
Here we go again, Steve. There's Bradley pass the ball off to Gant. You watch Marty Lyons. Good hustle, good pursuit. Watch John Knox come in and finish him off.
Third down and 10. It's a passing down. Quick snap by Bradley. Swing pass out to Ellis.
Quick screen.
Still on his feet at the 40 and down at the 39-yard line, which will be about 6 yards shy of a first down.
Thought he might have had it. Thought he might have had it.
Tackled by Lyons.
Monty's coming in.
Monty Montgomery, number 12, in to do the punting.
Go to the sideline, Monty. Put it down in the coffin corner.
Tony Nathan, 22, is back deep, standing at his 9-yard line. Single safety in deep punt formation. And again, Alabama lines up, this time 8 men on the line. Montgomery kicks a good one away. Going to go into the end zone. Yes, touchback.
Darn.
That was close.
Just at about a foot inside.
So Bama's got it. First and 10 at their own 20. They lead in the football game 24-20. We've got 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the third period. 39-yard punt, that time by Monty Montgomery.
Mizzou's got to toughen up right now. We can't let them score again. We got 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Alabama's got the ball in the 20. We got to kind of shut them down now.
Alabama continues to run out of the wishbone. Jeff Rutledge, the quarterback, number 11. Give to the first man through. Fumble! Missouri ball.
Uh-oh, I got a feeling they're calling it dead.
They whistle the ball dead. And listen to the 70,000 capacity crowd. They liked it.
Well, they paid their money. They say what they want to say.
Not in the least did they like it.
Here we go. Watch it again. Good solid hit. He's still trying to get down. The ball squirts out. My favorite expression is judgment call. It's awful close.
They give him 2 yards, call it second down and 8.
See, Missouri gives him that 4-3 alignment.
Billy
Good
Jackson,
hit.
the ball carrier.
Good hit.
Again, this is the point, as you said, Bob, where this Missouri defense has got to toughen up and get the ball back in relatively good field position. They've only got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period with the wind at their back.
Gaylord made that tackle.
Obviously, a flag on the play. It's lying at the 21-yard line. It will be against the Tigers. And we will wait for Bill Jennings to tell us what it was. Bill Jennings did not tell us what it was. Looked like somebody may have moved on the line, so we're going to take a guess and say it was offsides, Missouri. Give to the first back through, the fullback, Whitman, that's a fumble.
Fumble!
And Alabama's got that one back.
I don't wish to start an argument, but I really didn't see any difference between that play and the play before. And I think that's why some of the Missouri ball players probably thought the play was dead.
I think you make a good point.
Watch it. Watch it. We see the handoff here. Quick hit right up the middle. Good hit from the side. Now the ball squirts out. I don't think anybody really saw it. There it is. The referee saying somebody jump on it. I'm not going to get it.
Rutledge gives it again to the first man through, which is Billy Jackson, the fullback. And Jackson is stopped by Ken Bungarda, number 77.
Chris Garlick stuck his head right in the middle there, too.
Dr. Robert Williams.
Missouri making more changes defensively. They're shuffling a lot of players in and out of the lineup.
Dr. Robert Williams.
Second down and 11. A loss of a yard on the last play as the clock continues to count. 5.5 minutes left in the third period. Rutledge puts it in and leaves it there. That is Billy Jackson, and Jackson is going to be close to a first down, probably within about 3 yards of it. Again, Ken Bungarda, 77, was over on that side of the field, and he doesn't play that side of the football field.
Great hustle on his part.
Third down and 3. Bolson splits out to the left side. They are still in the wishbone. Tight end is in. Rutledge puts it in, takes it out, crosses the 50 down to the 45-yard line. First down for Alabama.
That was a good play by Rutledge that time. He faked the pitch, tucked the ball under his arm, and just kept running.
11 yards that time by the big quarterback from Birmingham, Alabama.
Harrell leaving the ball game, Hamilton coming back in. Here we go here.
The one thing Alabama is able to do.
Give him that fake. Tuck the ball under and keep going. Just that little fake draws that cornerback out on that halfback.
Their offense has been on the field quite a while. They are using up a lot of the clock to give to the fullback, Billy Jackson. Jackson gets about 3. Call it second down and 7.
Veltman on the tackle. Bungarda. Eric Berg in the game now.
At this point, Bob, what kind of defensive adjustments would you prescribe to stop because they're running right at them?
Well, they've got it. They definitely got to make some adjustments of some sort. Now, what it is, I really couldn't tell you. Whatever it is, Alabama seems to have found a weakness.
Again, fumble.
Recovers. All right.
That's the break they needed.
Steve Hamilton pulls that ball out from underneath everybody. Says, I did it. Big Steve, St. Louis Central, 6'3", 230-pound senior.
Well, without question, an offense like that, the veer or the wishbone, when you're putting the ball, in fact, into somebody's stomach and then pulling it out, elbows can get in the way. There can be cough-ups.
Kevin Sadler and Wayne Washington, number 60 and number 75, both are in now for Missouri on offense, playing the left side. Crossbuck.
Wilder is in the lineup. Looks like another fumble, and I think Alabama's got this one.
Tip for tat.
25 yards that time.
Got him looking.
For Clark, the guy who kicks off many times. He lined up on the left side, came swinging around the right side, took the 50.
Here we go on replay. Got Missouri all pursuing to the right, and here he comes around to the left. Great hustle to save the play. Number 21 right.
The trick play did it.
Just when you don't expect it, it's when they pop it on you.
The best time to play it, I guess.
That's right.
Tony Nathan, Steve Whitman, Major Ogilvie in the backfield, along with Jeff Rutledge for Alabama. The give to Whitman, the first man into the line, and he gets about 2 yards. Call it second down and 8.
Looks like the entire Missouri defense back on that time.
Well, we've seen this Tiger defense stiffen many, many times before, and it's only the second game of the season. Again, in Alabama's favor in the third period. They have had the ball for so many offensive plays that they are taking the wind advantage away from a possible Missouri offense if they could get the ball back.
Garlick and Ray just leave the game.
Billy Jackson in now at fullback, replacing Whitman. Rutledge wants to throw. He throws into the end zone. Incomplete.
No good. Boy, that was close.
Russ Calabrese, 17, was defending, and he had to do an exceptional job to keep the ball away from Bolton and almost a touchdown. That brings up 3rd down and 9, and again, I think we are witnessing that Mizzou defense starting to toughen up.
We're getting a lot of substitutions on the Mizzou line right now. Got Peterson, got Hamilton, Felton, Bungarda, Stevens.
3rd and 9 from the 13. Rutledge is going to throw. Rutledge is under pressure. Fires complete.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds, I believe, at about the 1-foot line. He went to Billy Jackson out of the backfield. And Jackson was sure to be in the end zone. Rutledge was lucky to get the pass away in the first place.
I thought they were going to have him. I thought they had him on that one.
12 yards on the play, so it's now 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line. In fact, I believe the ball is actually closer than the 1-yard line.
Looks like we got to pick somebody cramping up on the sideline. Let me tell you, that hurts.
Jackson,
We've
Ogilvy, and Nathan are the running backs.
seen them do it before, Steve. They didn't score.
No!
They didn't score.
Again, the defensive front line from Missouri, and they piled up with Belton, Bungarda, Hamilton, Ray, Tony Green, Garlick, Best. They all just jammed up the middle to stop the play. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal still at about, and you can see the ball on the screen, at about the 6-inch line, and that's all.
Eric Berg's in there calling plays, right, calling defenses right now. That defensive line has to get some penetration, has to take that ability for that running back to dive over the pile.
Touchdown!
Just like that. Touchdown.
Tony Nathan.
Tony.
2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the 3rd period. Bama has tallied again here in the 2nd half. It is now 30-20, back to a 10-point lead. And they will try and make it 11 with the point after. Well, we have seen Missouri come from 17 points down to take a lead. They are now 10 down, maybe 11 if the point after is good. So we know they can do it. But again, they will have the disadvantage of having the wind in their face as they go into the 4th quarter, which is only 2 minutes. They'll kick it over from the 35. Well, that is the beginning of a Missouri advantage.
Missouri's got to get something going now, Steve. They really do. We're getting down into the key situation, down to 2 minutes to go in the 3rd period. I know there's a whole 15 minutes left, but, you know, the 3rd quarter was mostly Alabama.
As the 1st quarter was earlier today. Alabama jumped out to a 17-0 lead before Missouri got cranked up offensively, and now they have taken an 11-point lead, scored twice in the 3rd period.
The great thing about it, we know Missouri can do it.
They have done it defensively and offensively, so that is not a question mark. We know they can score.
Short kickoff.
Picked off by Meyer at the 15. Still on his feet across the 30 and down to about the 32-yard line. So that's where the Tigers put it in play with a minute 59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 31-20. Bama leads. Bama, the #1 ranked team in the country.
Again, turnovers seem to be a key factor in this game. They were last week. They seem to be again this week.
Let's check the offensive lineup for the Tigers. Downer splits number 80 to the right side. Leo Lewis comes to the left. Kellen Winslow is still your tight end. Gant and Wilder are your setbacks in the veer behind Bradley. Bradley goes down at the 30 as if he wasn't quite sure exactly what the defensive man was going to do.
There's a missed assignment on that play, I'm sure, but somebody was supposed to wipe that man out.
A loss of a yard, maybe a loss of 2. Let's call it 2nd down and 12 as the clock continues to roll. A minute 35 seconds left here in the 3rd period.
Kevin Sadler reports into the ball game from Joplin. 6'4", 220-pound sophomore.
Downer and Lewis both come to the left side of the field. So the give straight up the middle that time goes to Wilder, and Wilder is stopped about that line of scrimmage, so it's still a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 12.
They're shutting that middle down. Alabama's definitely shutting the middle down.
The one thing that has been effective up to this point has been the pass from Missouri. And it looks like Missouri has become somewhat conservative in their offensive calls.
Rick Gillian's made a couple key plays in the last 2 series. Last 2 plays, I should say.
Lewis left, Downer right. Winslow lined up on the left.
3rd down.
Bradley's going to fire it up under pressure.
Fumbles the ball.
Fumble, and Alabama has got it.
He had that ball literally stripped from him. That ball was literally knocked out of his hand.
Looks like number 95 defensive tackle Edmonds.
That's him. The ball.
So Alabama again has got excellent field position with 42 seconds left in the 3rd period. And again, as you said, Bob, turnovers are starting to hurt Missouri badly.
That was Curtis McGriff. Fell on that ball. Number 96.
We'll check it. McGriff.
Small lad, 6'5", 260.
6'5", 260. Alabama's got it in excellent field position at the 27-yard line. Rutledge still has the football. Rutledge is going to go down.
All right. Old Missouri team grabbed him that time.
Let's give him a loss of 1, and we'll call it 2nd down and 11.
That was a good play by a defensive halfback. Came up, took the pitch out, and forced Rutledge to keep the ball, tuck the ball, and go back inside. And somebody's not getting up too awful quick.
Seem to have an official in the way of the shot. Let's see who it is.
40, is that the major?
Looks like the major, number 42. Ogilvie, the running back, so he's going to be replaced. Lou Eichner, number 30, is checked into the game at right halfback.
Missouri still playing the 4-down lineman, actually 4-down lineman, 5-down lineman, standing one of their defensive ends up, putting more people on the line.
This will be, if they get it off, the last play of the 3rd period. Rutledge gives it to the first man through, Billy Jackson, the fullback. Jackson gets about 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 coming. That is the end of the 3rd period of the game. The score, Alabama 31, the Tigers 20, will be this afternoon's game from Columbia, Missouri. And right now it's Alabama, the top-ranked team in the nation, 31. The Missouri Tigers 20. Alabama has 3rd down and 7 at the Missouri 23-yard line.
Mike Jones now in for Belt.
Rutledge under pressure to pass. Gets it away, and it's going to be at least a 1st down. Touchdown, Alabama. Lou Eichner, number 30, came out of the backfield, found a seam in the zone. Rutledge got him the ball, 23-yard touchdown pass.
Looks like the 2 defensive backs slipped on that. Couldn't recover fast enough.
During the timeout, the quarterback, Jeff Rutledge, came to the sideline, talked with Bear Bryant for a few moments, and obviously went back in there with a design play for that point.
Extra point.
We have just started the 4th period of the game. 37-20 now. Bama's in front by 17. The point after attempt is up. A chip shot. It's good. Decided not to bring it out. So Missouri's going to put it in play. 1st down and 10 now at their own 20-yard line. Missouri's offense stagnant in the 3rd period. The defense for Alabama was exceptional. But we have seen Missouri come back before. They came from 17 points down in the 1st half. They did that in the 2nd quarter. And now they have got the real task in front of them late in the game and 18 points behind the top-ranked team in the country.
Coach Powers got his horses in there.
Leo Lewis splits to the left side. Downer to the right side. Winslow the tight end. The running backs remain the same. The give is to the first man through, and that is Gant. Gant picks up about 2 yards. Let's call it 2nd down and 8.
He's brought down by Marty Lyon, number 93.
Earl Gant picked up over 100 yards rushing last week, which put him close to top in the category in Big A rushing. Today, he has 79 yards on 14 carries.
Kevin Sadler comes in. Mark Jones goes out for Missouri. Coach Powers again calling the plays.
Downer to the right. Big Kevin Winslow tight end on the left side, and Lewis split far to the left. The give that time is to Gant once again, and Gant crosses the 25, gets it out to about the 27-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and 3.
Again, Lyons in on the play.
This crowd has got to come to life. We've got over 73,000 fans. The majority of them are Missouri fans. And if there's one thing, and you can talk about it, that a team needs out on the field, that is support from the stands.
What do we got? 3rd down and 2. Let's go, Mizzou. Time to make our move.
Lewis is the only man split to the left. Everybody else is in tight on 3rd and 2. Bradley rolls. Bradley throws.
Complete.
To Earl Gant at the 25, 35-yard line, 1st down. I don't know how Gant caught it.
Well, I tell you, Mr. Bradley wasn't sure. He almost wanted to run that ball, and he saw Gant out there in the open and hit him on the pads. And it took some fancy footwork by Gant to stay in bounds. 1st down, Missouri. Here we see it again. Watch Bradley rolling out. You'll see he's hesitant. He wants to, thinking about running. Shall I, shan't I? And he sees Gant. Throws the ball out there, and you're going to see a great reception by Gant. Just out of the picture.
Dave Newman is in the game, number 7 now at setback.
Take my word for it, it was a good catch.
Along with Gary Ellis. Ellis gets the call. He crosses the 35, gets maybe to the 36. Let's call it 2nd down and 9. And again, that Alabama front line is doing the job that the Bear wants them to do.
That's right. You got Curtis McGriff in there, and you got Marty Lyon, Hamilton.
Offensively, they were successful in throwing the ball against Notre Dame. And in the 2nd quarter of today's game, Missouri was successful in throwing the ball again. In the 3rd period, they went to the run quite a bit. And now we might see them go back to the pass as Lewis goes to the left, Downer comes to the right. Winslow tight end on the left side.
What a rollout.
Bradley's going to tuck it away across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Brought down by Byron Bragg. Another small tyke, 6'6", 265 pounds. Sophomore.
They've got him big across that front line. 6'3", 215, 6'5", 230, 6'5", 265.
Here we go again. Watch Bradley. Rolling out, looking. Gets away right here and decides to put the ball down and run with it.
3rd down and 4. Bradley again wants to throw. Bradley goes down at the 30-yard line. Number 77.
Barry Krause.
Barry Krause came in to make the stop, and he was in quick.
He's a preseason All-American pick, Steve.
Barry
Shows you
Krause,
why.
right side linebacker, obviously came in on a linebacker blitz. Nobody picked him up. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It'll be 4th and 13, and Monty Montgomery will come in to do the kicking.
Now we're punting into the wind again.
Tony Nathan at the 35-yard line for Bama.
Conceivably, Alabama could get pretty good field position on this one.
Good pick
Nice
by
kick.
Montgomery.
Nice kick, Monty.
Nathan. Bama!
Oh!
And Bama's got it back at the 42.
Boy,
Tony Nathan was watching not only the ball, but somebody coming down defending on him. And he just fumbled the ball.
Barry Krause jumped on that ball again. That ball just rolled out there and was there for the picking.
So Bama takes over now at the 41-yard line. They send Keith Pugh, number 4, split wide to the right side. Everybody else is in tight. They run it out of the wishbone. Stedman Shealy is now the quarterback for Bama.
Try to draw him offside.
That's going to be a flag, and that's going to be 5 yards against Bama.
Yeah. Great offensive tackle.
That would be Jim
Bunch.
Bunch.
Unless he's been...
And he just barely leaned forward.
Rusty Faust, number 79. Yeah, started rocking a little bit. Little anticipation.
Is that what you look for as a defensive tackle?
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole key to good defensive line work is to watch that ball. The minute that ball moves, you move. If the man moves, you smack him in the side of the head.
1st and 15. John Turpin is now in the lineup. James Haney is also in the lineup. And the give is straight up the middle that time to Turpin. And he picks up maybe a yard, maybe 2.
About a yard.
Wholesale changes now for Alabama in the backfield.
Mike Jones now playing a nose from Missouri, number 51. He's from Lawrenceville, Illinois, 6'2", 235 junior.
Stedman Shealy's the quarterback, John Turpin the fullback. Jim Haney and Lou Eichner are the setbacks, and they have still got Keith Pugh out to the right side.
Billy Bess and Garlick, the linebackers.
Second down and 13. The give is to Eichner, 30, across the 40 and out to the 44-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 6.5.
Good defensive play.
This is where the Tigers have got to toughen it up, get the football back. The clock continues to roll, 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and the Tigers are 18 points down at this point.
Tony Green in on that last tackle. Number 91, Tony Green from East St. Louis.
Third down and 7. They send Bolton out to the right side this time.
Button it up, Missouri. Let's go. We've done it before. Let's do it again.
Give to the first back through. That is Turpin.
Fourth down.
Turpin does not have the first down. So, Alabama's going to have to kick it away. But Alabama also has the wind at their back, which has certainly been an advantage for everybody that's had it this game.
Billy Bess and Green in on that last stop.
Leo Lewis, number 10, will be dropping back in deep punt formation as single safety. He's standing at his 12-yard line. Woody Humphrey will kick it away. Humphrey spelled with a U, not an H.
Got the wind behind him.
Alabama's a little bit confused. They have too many men on the field. The flag went down. Beautiful kick by Humphrey. Lewis calls for a fair catch. He's going to let it go. But it's all going to be called back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is all coming right back because Alabama had too many men on the field.
We'll take that one over again. That Sun's playing havoc with those punt returners. You can see they put their hand up for a fair catch. Actually, I think they're trying to shield their eyes from the sun.
We have got the wind and the sun both coming in from the south end.
A little conference there by the official.
You'll see the official. Too many men out on the field for Alabama. They were just a little bit confused as to who was supposed to be in the game and who wasn't. So that'll cost them 5 yards, and they'll back it up and kick it again, which is probably good news because that was a 51-yard punt that Humphrey got away in with the wind.
Now we're dropping 2 men back.
Let's see, we've got Leo Lewis back there, and we have also got Lou Eichner.
Looks like Dansdale back.
Yeah, you're right. Rich Dansdale. Or Whitaker. Number 30, Whitaker. We've got it right now. Whitaker is standing at about his 27-yard line. Lewis is back at about his 15. And Humphrey gets a second chance. And another good kick. Minutes to score a lot of points, about 18. They are on offense, first and 10 at their 20. That was James Wilder, the ball carrier. Give him 3 yards, and we'll call it second down and 7. The one thing we are lacking is crowd reaction. With 73,000 people in the stands, they seem to be silent.
Well, I tell you, right now they're looking at the scoreboard and they're looking at the clock and they're seeing they're 18 points down, but the trouble is that's when they need to hype it up.
Leo Lewis splits out to the left side. Lamont Downer goes to the right side. The setbacks are Wilder and Gant. Bradley is going to put it up if he can find time. Gets it away, incomplete.
Close to nobody.
Had Wilder coming out of the backfield and had him open, but the pressure was too much and they couldn't complete it.
Bradley's down. Looks like we got a flag on the play, too.
Well, we've got Bradley down. We've got a yellow flag.
Looks like personal foul, roughing the quarterback.
Possibly a late hit.
What it is.
That's exactly what it was.
What it is.
Personal foul against Alabama. We may be able to see it again because Bradley obviously went down and somebody may have speared him.
Get 15 yards out of that.
And that is going to be a first down for Missouri. So that's a good break. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. The score is still 38-20. Top-ranked Alabama leading. And again, Missouri shuffling their...
Hamilton. That's a defensive end, 6'5", 228, all the way out there in that back. So you can see where their defensive ends pick the backs up when they come out of the outfield.
About 8 yards on the play, second down and 8. Again, a new guard checks into the lineup, and someone goes off the field. They are constantly doing this. They send both Downer and Lewis to the left side, and Winslow is split to the right. And Bradley wants to put it up. Fires. Almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted.
The ball intended for Leo Lewis, but Bobby Smith and Murray Legg were over there and stopped the play. That will be third down and 3 now.
Number 19 for Alabama.
Got Wayne Washington in at left offensive tackle for Missouri, Kansas City Southeast, 6'5", 250-pound sophomore.
Barry Sadler comes back into the game now.
Sikowski's also in there at center now.
Lamont Downer splits out to the left side along with Leo Lewis, who is flanked to the left. Winslow is in tight. Gant and Wilder, the setbacks. And again, Bradley's going to throw. Bradley in trouble, and Bradley's going down at the 32-yard line.
Again, Barry Krause in on top of preseason All-American pick for Alabama linebacker.
A lot of credit to be given to that Alabama secondary because they had the receivers covered very well, a loss of 12. That will bring fourth down now and about 15 yards to go. So Monty Montgomery's going to have to kick it away with 8 minutes left in the game.
That linebacker Krause got in there off of free. It must have been a linebacker blitz for him to get in there like that.
Tony Nathan, number 22, is set back at his 34-yard line and waiting to punt from Montgomery.
Let's get a good kick away, Monty.
Into the wind.
Nice kick.
Nathan's going to let it hit. It takes an Alabama bounce back to the 44-yard line. So that's where the Tide put it in play. 1st and 10 at the 44. 38-20 is our score. Alabama leads over the Missouri Tigers. 7 minutes, 37 seconds left in the game. And up to this point, Missouri has shown very little, if any, offense in the second half. Can't blame the backs on him.
Now, there's a heck of a wind blowing right in his face.
Alabama sends Keith Pugh out to the right side. Still running out of the wishbone.
First man through.
We have a new quarterback in the game, by the way, and that is Jones. And let us set him up here.
Eric Berg's best ran on the play. Eric Berg, number 36 from Rolla, 6'2", 212 junior.
Kevin Jones, who is a senior from Louisville, backup quarterback last year, playing about fourth-string quarterback this year, is now in the game. John Turpin, James Haney, Lou Eichner are the setbacks in the wishbone.
2nd and 9.
That's Eichner across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. Lou Eichner picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Wrestled down the ground by Kurt Peterson.
So let's call it now 3rd down. And it looks to be about 5 left.
We've got to stop him right here. If we're going to do anything, we got to do it now. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter.
Some folks starting to file out of the stadium now. They feel the football game is over. The majority of the fans have stayed, and we had over 73,000 of them packed in the stadium today.
Got him for a loss.
No place to go. Kevin Jones back to pass, a little slow at setting up.
Kurt Peterson again in on top of him.
So with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, Missouri is going to get the ball back again. 38-20, they are behind the top-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Woody Humphrey will kick it. Leo Lewis, number 10, is deep at his 15-yard line. Mizzou is going to send them all.
Here they come.
Oh, partially blocked. Lewis is going to let the ball go out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and that's where the Tigers are going to take over. They almost had it.
Almost had it. Oh, I'll tell you what. Bumgarner almost had it. In fact, he looked like he did catch a piece of it.
37-yard punt, but it was partially blocked by probably Bumgarner.
Curtis by the sea.
I'll bet that, you know, I would like to talk to him about his home. That sounds like a beautiful place to grow up.
Tell you what, that Sierra is 6'6", 268 pounds, 270 pounds.
Ken Bumgarner did a great job last week, and he's doing it again this week. Mizzou, 1st and 10, 21-yard line. To give straight up the middle for 5 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 5. James Wilder got the call. Jay Jeffrey, number 19, is now in at quarterback, replacing Phil Bradley. Jeffrey, as we may have told you the last couple of weeks, and it looks like,
Number 19, Jay Jeffrey.
Jeffrey is the passer on the team, but you've got to give a lot of credit to Bradley, who has done a whale of a job throwing the football the last 2 weeks.
Blair and Holloway are in the game. Lewis just went out.
Both are set to the left side. Jeffrey having trouble with the snap. Back now. Now he's being pressured. Gets it away incomplete. Good job by Jay Jeffrey.
Good move. He had a lot of heat on him. I'll tell you what. Gary De Niro, 6'2", 216 sophomore, chased that man all the way across the field.
Ken Blair, number 82, is now in the football game for Missouri at the flanker position, replacing Leo Lewis. Bradley, by the way, if he's finished for the day, and we don't know if he is or not, was 10 out of 16 for 118 yards. Third down and 6 for the Tigers. Jeffrey, the quarterback, number 19. Blair and Holloway set to the right side. Jeffrey wants to throw under pressure. Good block.
Hit. Nice block.
And the pass is complete.
All right. Let me tell you, well, the man who just took that block isn't getting up real quick. I can't see his number.
James Wilder, 32, came out of the backfield. Jeffrey had to scramble. And it was a 10-yard completed pass to Wilder, who somehow found an open area in the zone defense by Alabama, got 10, and that is first down material.
Marty Lyons took a pretty good crack there. He's coming out of the ball game, get a little breather. Mike Inman taking his place.
Ken Blair, 82, along with Bo Holloway, number 81, are both split to the right side.
Beautiful block.
Jay Jeffrey wants to throw, and they've got to throw. Jeffrey's going to go long. Incomplete. Going to Bo Holloway.
It's really the first long pass we've seen Missouri throw today. The first long bomb attempted. Of course, now they just about have to.
When they got back there, Don McNeil and Ricky Tucker were both defending. That is the point, and it might be interesting to talk about what he's trying to do. Is he trying at that point to split those two zone defenders?
Well, right now he's got no choice but to go deep. It was what, 4 minutes, 49 seconds left to go. He get his speedsters outside, just let them run, try and connect with it.
Blair to the right side. Pass is incomplete. Overthrown that time.
He got hit hard.
They were going to Bob Meyer. So Warren Powers making wholesale changes now in his offense.
Mike Inman about took his head off that time.
4 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game, and they have just about, unless a miracle occurs, they have just about conceded this game to Alabama. The Tide leads 38-20. And this is an excellent spot for Warren Powers to test a few of his players, get them in the game. 3rd and 10, Jeffrey. Gives straight up the middle that time to Wilder. Got a couple of yards, so it's going to be 4th down.
I want to tell you, the Alabama front 5, front 4 has impressed me today. They're big, they're strong. Got a man down on the field.
Somebody looks like they're in pain down there as the attendants come out from the sidelines for Missouri. People are really beginning to file out of the stadium now. As we said, we had over 73,000 in attendance. They saw an exceptional first half in which Alabama jumped out to a 17-0 lead, and then the fireworks started for Missouri on offense, and they ended up taking a halftime lead at 20-17. But Alabama came back in the second half and really got their offense on track. The score is at this point 38-20. 4.5 minutes left in the 7-yard punt, by the way. But he got up and he walked off on his own. So Pete Allard hopefully is fine, and he will be back now. Missouri. They have been filled in for very well, I think. The give up the middle.
Fumble.
Looks like there was a fumble on the play. Let's see who's got it.
Alabama.
The quarterback is still Stedman Shealy, and Alabama gets it back. The clock continues to roll. 3:55 left in the game. Bama leads it 38-20. Stedman Shealy's the quarterback. Let's see if we can run down the Alabama offense for you. Rick Neal is still the tight end. John Turpin, James Haney, and Lou Eichner are the setbacks. In the wishbone. Shealy has still got it across the 40, across the 45, still on his feet at the 50, and down at the 40-yard line.
Fumble. Call it dead. Call it dead.
16-yard gain for Stedman Shealy that time. So Alabama is back to another first down, and although they continue to gain yardage, they will probably be happy with just running the clock out.
That was a perfect example right there of the cornerback having to come up and take that pitch man, giving the quarterback an excellent opportunity just to tuck the ball under his arm and roll, go with it. Both teams are making wholesale substitutions right now. We'll try and stay on top of them as well as we can.
Shealy is still the quarterback. Joe Jones, John Turpin, and James Haney are the setbacks. Keith Pugh split to the right side. Shealy puts it in, takes it out. Now gives it to number 21, who is James Haney. And Haney goes down at about the 42-yard line.
Brought down by Stevens and Wright. Ray Stevens, 96, sophomore from Glen Carbon, Illinois. And Eric Wright from East St. Louis Assumption, another sophomore.
We would like to say hello to defensive tackle Jim Matthews, who sprained his knee against Notre Dame, and Terry Newman, the strong safety, who also sprained his knee. They were unable to play today. So we hope they're feeling better, and we'll be back in Mizzou's lineup next week. Second down and 3. And the gain is good for a first down for Alabama.
Russ Calabrese brought him down.
James Haney, the ball carrier. So Alabama continues to move down the field.
What they're doing a fine job of eating the clock up, what they're doing.
2:22 left in the game.
Clock's running. I'll tell you, for 3 quarters, Missouri played fine football. Played real fine football.
Well, nobody really expected them to beat Notre Dame last week, and they did. And certainly nobody expected them to beat Alabama this week, and they gave them a great football game. I think they can be proud of their... Give inside to Turpin. Turpin still inside the 35. Gains about 2 yards.
Bruised up a little bit.
Third down and 6. Stedman gives it to the first man through again, John Turpin. He is going to be close to an Alabama Furry Tigers this season. Alabama plays Southern Cal next week. Give inside. It is first. Give straight up to John Turpin. That's the last play of this football game. As the clock counts down, it is over. Alabama has won it 38-20. And you can see the Missouri football players, the Alabama football players, meeting in the center of the field.
What you like to see. It's a great game. Football is one of the greatest games in the country. And this, the camera can show you right now. You're seeing some great camaraderie. A lot of respect. Alabama has a tremendous amount of respect for Missouri. Missouri the same for Alabama.
In the background, you hear the Missouri band playing the Missouri alma mater. 38-20 was the final score. We will be back with a recap of today's game right after.